I got a big unexpected windfall today. What am I going to do with the money? Save it, of course. It's time for a bonus savings challenge video coming up next. Welcome back to Ready Budget Go. My name is Drew, and on this channel we talk about cash budgeting, saving money, and achieving our financial goals. If that sounds like something you're interested in, please consider subscribing, hit the like button, and leave me a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. Today it's a bonus savings challenge video. I got a windfall of just over $500, and how I got this windfall is a little bit of a funny story. So I was in a different town than where I live, different city, and it's about 40 miles away. And because I don't drive, a distance of that length over public transportation takes quite a while, and I really needed the bathroom. Now, there are a few places down there that I know of where I could go and use a bathroom, but most public bathrooms are pretty gross. So I decided that I was going to go to a casino where I used to go years ago, pre-budgeting, when things were a little less polished with how I was managing my money. And so I knew that they had clean bathrooms, and so that's where I decided to go. It wasn't that far away. So I go there, and to my surprise, they were still doing their COVID-era checks, which is that they take your ID at the door and they kind of sign you in. You have to go through a body temperature monitor and the whole works. And they do that for contact tracing, but they also know who's in their casino and who isn't. Where I live, all of the casinos are run by the tribes, so it's well within their right to do so. If you don't like the rules, then you don't have to play there. But I really needed the bathroom. So I got myself all signed in, and I went and took care of business, and then I was kind of stuck. I didn't want to just walk out again because I didn't want to necessarily get banned there for just going in, using the bathroom, and leaving. So I decided that I would play a little bit. Now, I'd already gone to the ATM and withdrawn my week's worth of cash. I don't normally carry the full $100 that I take out every week with me, but in this case, I hadn't been home yet, so I still had it with me. And I thought, okay, I'm going to put $40 in the slot machine. If I lose it, fine. If I win, fine. So I put it into a slot machine, and I played for a little while, and I had it up to about $120 in nothing flat. Not betting very big, but I was just hitting really well. So I cashed out that ticket, and I thought about leaving, but on my way, I spied another machine, and something told me just to sit down and play it. So I thought, okay. I put in my ticket, and it wasn't going well. And I thought, okay, well, I'm gonna lose the $40 that I came in with, and that'll be okay. At least I got done what I went in there for. And then I got a bonus, and that bonus paid me well over $500. So I got all of the money that I'd put into the machine back, plus the $40 back, plus everything back, and a whole lot more. So I cashed that ticket out. I took it to the cage, tipped them a little bit, and then walked out. So that is why I have all of this extra money. When I went to the bank, I decided what I was going to do, because I couldn't keep track of the cash in, cash out. I still had some of the cash from last week in my wallet. I'd spent cash that day. I had tipped the people at the casino. So what I decided to do is I was going to take the ones out for the letterbucks. So I did that. And then when I got home, I took the ones out. And then I decided that I was going to get myself back to $100 for this week. Even though I'd already spent cash for this week, I decided I was going to get myself back to $100 for this week, and everything else was going to the bank. And so I'd taken out $200 initially because I had taken out for this week and for next week. But when I went back to the bank, I thought, okay, I'm just going to deposit everything but $100, and that'll be just for this week. So I deposited $610. So I put back the $100 that I'd taken out for next week, plus another $510. So $510 ultimately is about what I'm up, and that's the amount of money that I am going to stuff. So apologies for the long-winded explanation, but that's where the money came from. And I knew it was important to get it out of my hands and into the bank because, number one, I don't like having cash in my apartment. I just don't. And it's not that I don't live in a safe area, because I do. I live in a very safe area. But it just doesn't, it makes me uncomfortable having to have it on my mind that I have this cash and where did I put it and how much is there and how much have I spent and how much is left. I just don't want to deal with it. So I put all that money back into the bank. I'm going to use prop money to save into the General Greenback and the Zodiac books, and that's all I'm going to do today. I'm not going to do any other games. I'm just going to work on books and have some fun with it and put it toward my goals. So I am going to set up for that. First thing I'm going to do, though, is to write it into my monthly budget planner. So I'm just going to move these off to the side for a moment. And I'll get out a pen and we'll bring the budget planner over here. So I'm putting this in the savings and extra debt. Now, today is the 25th that I'm recording this. It is late on the 25th, but I want to have this video up on Sunday morning. I was planning on doing another video this weekend. This isn't the video that I'd planned on making, but at the same time, I've got the money from a windfall, so that's the one that I'm doing for this weekend. I'll do that other video another weekend, and that's the story of how I came to budgeting. So that's still coming, but it'll be later on. So my plan for this was zero. I mean, I wasn't planning on a windfall, but I deposited 510, and that's what we're going to save. So I am going to push this off to the side, put it onto the table next to me, and then put the pen away. I will get set up for the books, and I will be right back. Okay, so I've got everything set up to go here. I've got $255 in cash, which is half of the 510. I'm going to put half of it into General Greenback. I'm going to put half of it into Zodiac, but we're going to start with General Greenback. I've got 150s, 120s, 35 and 5s, 10 and 2s, and 10 and 1s. So the objective is to get all of the money out of here and over here, and then it all goes into the envelope. So I'm going to start by doing the first page, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go through the book. I'm not going to do the very last page because that is something special for completing everything else. If you already own the book, or maybe you've seen it shared on another channel, then you might have already seen what it is. But I am only going to do up until the final battle, and then if there's still money left, which I'm sure there will be, we'll get through everything at least once, then we'll come back to the front and keep going again until all the money is gone. Okay, so here we go. So I'm going to roll the D12 because for page 1 there are 12 numbers here, and we're going to see which one we scratch. Number 1, I already did number 1. Number 9, 12, 11, 10, 9. Okay, so that's right here. And this one is $6. Okay, so we're going to take out 6, and we're going to move to the next page. And this is where we meet the villain, Lord Larceny. And to defeat him, we are going to roll 2 d6 dice, or 1d6 die, sorry. Okay, so 4, and I need a marker. Let's see, I'm going to use red for Lord Larceny since it's a red page. So we rolled a 4, and we will save $4. I'm going to take the 1 back and put in a 5. I'm not separating these by challenge because they're all going toward the same goal. And we're going to move on to the next one. In this one, we meet Gold Shield, who is kind of General Greenback's sidekick, his apprentice, what have you. So Gold Shield is another scratch, so we are going to go back to the D12. And we're scratching number 4. And Gold Shield says we need to save $11. Okay, so I'm going to put the 2 5s back. And I'm going to grab a 20 and a 1. Hopefully I won't need a calculator. Okay, so next we're going to meet another villain, and this one is Counterfeiter. So for Counterfeiter, what we are doing is we are starting here and we are just following the numbers, saving each one at a time. So the first one that we do is going to be $1, and I'm going to do this one in orange. And you can fill in the arrow or you can cross it out or what have you. I'm just going to cross it out in the interest of time. Put these back in here for now. And we're going to save $1, and we're going to move on to the next challenge. So this is Penny Protector. She's another one of the heroes. And, oh, I need the D12. Number 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right here. And under penny, we have 6. So we are going to save 6. And we'll move on to the next page. And here is Misfortune, and she is trouble. So Misfortune, there are a series of numbers here. You roll 2d6 dice, and you knock them off as you go. So we'll roll them, and we've got 2. So this is the only time that we can roll a 2. These are laid out with how common the rolls are. So 2 is uncommon, so it's only in there once. So now that we've rolled a 2, we can't roll it again. Well, I mean, we can roll it again, but we just have to re-roll. We can't save it again. So I am going to, let's see what we've got here. We need 3 ones. Yep, so we're going to take the 3 ones back, and we're going to put in a 5. Okay. Next. Fundraiser, another hero. So every time we meet a new hero, it's a page of scratches. So we're going to roll a d12, and we're going to scratch number 3, which is right here. And we've got $8. Okay, so 5, 7, 8. And now we're going to meet another villain. And the next villain that we're going to meet is the Loan Shark. Now, the Loan Shark, every torpedo is worth $10. So color them in if you like. I'm just going to cross them off. And we're on kind of a pinkish page, so I'm going to use this maroon color. And I am just going to cross it out. Okay. And we will save 10, but I'm going to put 2 5s back and take out a 20. Okay. Next page. Now we're going to meet another hero. This one is Prosperity Man. So we're rolling d12. Number 10, 4, 8, 10, right here. And it's $9. So I've got a 1. I'm going to put that back. And I'm going to take 2 5s. Actually, I'm not going to take the 2 5s because I'm going to put 2 20s back. And we're going to take out a 50. So that's the first 50. That's Gonzo. Okay, we're going to turn the page. Now we're on the Ponzi Pirate. And this one is also a $10 save, I believe. Yep, $10. So as I did with the last one, I'm going to cross it out. And even though we are on a purple page, the Jolly Roger flag is black, so I'm just going to cross it out here with the black marker. We'll save $10. 5, 10, and we will move on. So now we're going to meet the Vault, and the Vault is probably my favorite hero. The Vault, Gold Shield, they're kind of both my favorite. So I'm going to roll the dice here, or the die, rather, number 7. So 7 is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's how I do it. You can go down, you can go randomly, however you decide to do it. And the Vault says we have to save $13. Lucky 13. So I am going to put back 2 5s, 20, 2, and 3. Okay. We'll just kind of clean this up as we go. I don't have one of those hand vacuums. I need to get one. Okay, Overdraft. So Overdraft is another villain, and in this game, you scratch till you match. So I'm just going to scratch 1, and each scratch costs $5, and I'm just going to do this randomly because there's more scratchers here than I have a die big enough to cover. Okay, so this one is Fundraiser. Obviously, I don't have a match yet, so it's $5 for the scratch, and then when you make a match, it's another 10. So I've just scratched one, so I'm just going to put $5 over here, and then we will go on to Trouble Ahead, Prepare for Combat. So this one is also rolling a d6 20 times, but we're just going to roll it once, and we got a 6. So I'm going to get out the green pen here for General Greenback, write in a 6. And I already see there's a couple of 2s here and a couple of 5s. So that makes 14. And 6 makes 20. So the 5s and the 2s go back. There's a 20. And then the final battle. So this one has, again, a lot of scratches, so I'm not going to use a die. I am just going to go for the first one here in the corner. Use my right hand. And this one is $17 because this is a $300 challenge. So these can get a little bit spicy. So I'm going to put the two 20s back. So that's 40, 50, 5, 57. Because 40 plus 17 is 57. Okay, so I'm not going to turn the page. We're going to go back to the front. I would consolidate if I could, but I can't yet. So we're just going to go back and we're going to start over from the first page where we're teaming up with General Greenback. And we're going to go back to the D12, number 9, which we've already scratched. And you know what? I'm actually going to break the video here just because if they get long, the uploader gets unhappy. So I'm just going to take a quick break and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I've got a new tripod set up here, so hopefully when the table shakes, the camera doesn't shake as much as it does before, but yeah, I'm really hoping that's the case. But at any rate, okay, so we're here, we need to roll. Number 4, we have not scratched number 4 yet, so let's go here to number 4. And this is $3. Okay, so I've already got a 2 here, so I'm going to put that back and take a 5. And we'll move on to the next page. So we're back to a D6. And we got a 3 this time. So get out the red pen. Didn't put the green one away. $3. There's 2 and 3. And we'll move on. Now we're back to gold shield, so we'll get out the D12. And it's number 12. And 12 is 12. So I'm going to put 2 5s back and take out 22 because 10 plus 12 is 22. 22. Move on to the next page. Now we're back to counterfeiter and the orange pen, and we're saving $2. But I'm actually going to put 3 back and take out a 5. So there's 2 and 3. It's getting a little messy over here, but it's okay. All of this money is going to go into the envelope eventually, so back to Penny Protector and back to the D12. Number 10, which is right here, 12, 11, 10. And 10 will save us $7. And I'm just going to take it right out. Move on to the next page here. Clean up a little bit. Misfortune. So now we're back to the 2d6 dice. And we've got 8. So we will take an 8 with the blue Sharpie here. I'm going to put back a 2 and 2 5s. And I will grab a 20. Because 12 plus 8 is 20. Next page, back to fundraiser, back to the D12. Number 2. And this time, fundraiser says we must save $9. Okay. $9. I'm going to take out this 1 and put in 2 5s. And actually, I'm not going to put in 2 5s because I'm going to... Nope, I am going to put in the 2 5s because I don't have any more 50s. So that's fine for now. Okay, next page. Loan Shark. So Loan Shark is going to be another $10, and we are doing the maroon marker here. I think that's maroon. Some kind of dark pink. So we'll put back the 2 5s, and we will take a 20. I think I've got just a couple 20s left. Yeah, so things are moving along pretty well. I knocked my stamp over here. There we go. All right, Prosperity Man. Now we're back to the D12. Number 8 is right here. And we're saving $5. $5. And we'll move on to the Ponzi Pirate. And here we're doing another $10, and we're crossing out another flag. I would color these, but I don't think anybody wants to just watch me color, so I'm just keeping it moving along here. And now we're back to the vault, and we're back to the D12. Number 6, 4, 5, 6. And underneath here is $3. I should mention that under all of these scratches are numbers. There's no double or skips or anything like that, so they're all just numbers. And actually, $3, I can put 17 back and take another 20. Okay, 15, 17, and another 20. So 120 left. $120 bill left. Okay, so now we're doing overdraft again. We're going to scratch again, and I'm just going to do random. Let's go down here. And this one, it looks like it's overdraft himself. Yep. So, I'm going to save $5 for the scratch. I don't have a match, so I don't have to save 10 additional dollars yet. Trouble ahead, so we're back with General Greenback, and we're rolling a d6, and we got another 6. Okay. 5 and 6. And now Lord Larceny, the final battle. We'll go for the second one, $4. So I'm just going to pick up a 1 and put in a 5. Okay. All right. So that's the second trip through the book. I'm going to break again. We'll go back to the front, and then we'll go for a third trip, and we'll see how far we can get before we get all of the money that is going into this challenge into the challenge. I'll be right back. All right, we're back for one more trip through the book. We're going to take out the D6, roll the D12. Number 3, haven't scratched that yet. And that's $5. And I've got enough for the last 20. So $15 plus that 5 going back, and we're taking out the last 20. Okay, so we're probably not going to get all the way through, but that's just fine. So we're back to Lord Larceny, we're back to a D6, and that looks like a 2 to me. So we'll get out the red pen, write in a 2. We'll toss a 2 in there, and we'll go talk to Goldshield and see what he wants us to do. Take out the D6, drop in the D12, number 9, right here. $7. Okay? So there's 5 and 7. Counterfeiter, we're just going along the row, and we're going to put in $3. So we're going to take the 2 out, and we're going to put in another 5, and we'll move on. Penny Protector, back to the D12. Number 11, right here. And for Penny, we're saving $4. I don't see any 1s over there, so we're probably just going to put 2. Well, we've got a 2 over here, so we'll put the 2 in, and we'll take 6 out. Okay. Next page is going to be Misfortune, and we're back to the 2d6s, and we've rolled a 7, which is the most common roll. If you're a craps player, you already know this. So we're going to cross out the 7. We're going to grab $7, 5, 7, and we'll move on to the next page. Fundraiser, back to the D12. And we got number 12. So to help Fundraiser, we're going to save another $5. Okay. And now we're on to the loan shark. So that's going to be another $10. And those are the last of the 5. So we're getting down there. So depending on what Prosperity Man tells us we have to save, we might not have enough to do another one with the Ponzi Pirate, but we'll see how it goes. So let's roll the D12. And it's number 8, which we've already scratched, so we'll roll it again. Number 2. Looking for something low. Something low, $3. Yay. Oh no, $4. See, I don't have my glasses on, so. But that's okay. $4 is just as good as 3. So we'll put in $4. I can't consolidate anymore, which is fine. I'll clean it up toward the end. And then we're moving over to the Ponzi Pirate, which is going to want another $10. So let's see if we've got it. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that leaves us $3. And I'm just going to roll that into the Zodiac book. So I'm going to put these aside. We'll put all of this over here. And we'll cross out another flag. And I will be right back to clean this up and consolidate it and stuff the envelope. Okay, so it's time to stuff the envelope. Since I've got $3 left here, I should have $252 going into the envelope. I took out some placeholders. These placeholders are available in my Etsy shop. They come in several different denominations, and they're all Sea Life. So these $100 placeholders are Barracudas. They're blue Barracudas. If you know, you know. So I've got 2 $100 placeholders that I am going to trade in for $200 of this money. And then I am going to consolidate the rest and put everything into the envelope. So we'll do it this way, I think. So I've got the 200, so there's 50, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200. So that pays for the placeholders. I'm just going to stick these back over here. And then I'm going to consolidate this, which should be $52. So we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 37, 39, 41, 43, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 52. So I'm going to keep a 2. I'm going to take out one of the 50s. I'm going to put all of the rest of this back. We'll use this in the challenge, in the Zodiac book challenge. So 52 plus the $200 placeholders are all going into the general greenback envelope. When you order the Savings Challenge book, you will get an A5 envelope just like this with a general greenback sticker on it, as well as a bonus general greenback sticker. And actually, while I'm in here, while I have the envelope, just now that I've put more money in, I'm going to see if there's any more consolidating we can do. So there's, no, it doesn't look like. We've got 50, 75, 77, $78. So $278 in general greenback. This is all going to emergency fund right now because that's the savings goal that I'm working on. And I will transfer the money coming up early next week when the banks are open again so that it goes into the high yield savings and earns the interest that I need it to. So I'm going to put this away, put general greenback away, and then I'll get everything set up for the Zodiac book coming up next. Okay, we're back, and it's time to start the Zodiac Saving with the Stars book. So this one is also available in my Etsy shop. This one is on glossy stock, whereas General Greenback is on matte. And this one has 12 different 12 different astrological signs in it, and each one has a page of scratches and a page of color in. So the scratches are, there's 9 of them, and it's the numbers 1 through 9, so that saves $55. And then this other page is up to you. I've done it where the top symbol, which is the symbol of the sign itself, is a D8 roll, and the bottom symbol, which is the symbol for the celestial ruler of that sign, is a D12. So you can make it a number, or you can make it roll a D6 or a D3 or whichever way you want to do it. So I am going to roll a D12 to determine which sign we go to, and then I'm going to roll a D6 to determine which section we do, and then that will decide what we do next. So the a d6, this would be 1 and 4, this would be 2 and 5, and this would be 3 and 6. It'll make more sense as I start rolling. So first we're going to roll a d12, and we're going to sign number 10, which is mine, that is Capricorn, and they're numbered down here at the bottom of the page on both sides so that you know exactly which sign you're on. Okay, so we've rolled for the sign. Now we roll a d6 to tell us which side we're going to, and 1, which is over here with the scratches. And now I'm just going to roll the d8 to tell me which one to scratch, even though there's 9, and I've already scratched one, so 5. So I'm just going to skip over that. So we're going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll scratch here. And this is the 8. And I say the 8 because it's the only 8 on the left side of the page, just like this is the only 5. You're only going to see each number once. So we're going to do 5, 7, 8, and we're going to roll the d12 to see where it takes us next. Number 1. Number 1 is Aries. Aries is the first sign of the Zodiac. It is the ram. Okay, and we'll roll the d6. 2, which is over here, and that's a d8 roll. So we're going to save $3. So I'm just going to take this 2 back, not the 1, just the 2, and we'll put in a 5. And then I will color in up here, just to indicate that we've done it. And I'm doing this quick and dirty. I will come back later and make it look much better than it is now, but at least I'll be able to tell that I did one there. Okay. Back to the d12. Let's see where we're going next. Number 7. 7 is going to be Libra, and we'll roll the d6. I might roll the d12 and d6 at the same time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, so it's going to be a scratch, and we'll roll the d8. Number 2, which would be here. Goodness, that's the 9 on this page. Okay, so we're going to put the 1 back, and the 2 5s back, and we're going to take a 20. Okay, we'll roll the d12 and the d6. So 3, which is Gemini, and we're over here for a d8 roll. And we got an 8. Okay, so I'm going to fill this in just a little bit, and we'll 5, 7, 8, get the money over there. We'll take this out, and we're back to finding where we go next. Okay, number 5. And it's going to be a scratch because we're on the left-hand side, so we'll roll the d8 and see where we go. Number 1. And I apologize if you can't see these dice, but I've got limited space to work with, so. And it's number 9. So again, we're going to take out the 1 from over here, and we'll put in 2 5s. I'm getting all the high numbers in the scratches. I promise there are low numbers in there. Let's see where we go next. Number 8, and it's another scratch. Okay. So Scorpio, number 3, right here. What do you know? 9 again. Okay, so I'm going to put back $12 and take out 21, because 12 plus 9 is 21. So there's the 1, and there's the 20. At least I'm getting the high numbers out of the way early. My goodness. 10 and 1, another scratch. I think that D6 is loaded. In fact, I'm going to swap it for another one. So we'll roll a D8 and see where we go. Number 1. $6 this time. A nice reprieve. So 5 and 6. And we'll go back to the D12. Whoops. You know what? I'm going to count that. 7 and a scratch. Didn't get it in the tower, but it rolled. Okay, so roll a D8, see where we go. Number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 4 is 4. So we're going to put a 1 back and grab a 5. I'm trying to go through this relatively quickly because there's going to be a lot. The numbers here are lower than they are in general greenback, so. Okay, 1 and a scratch. I think it's just a scratch kind of night. So we're back on Aries. Number 7, 3, 6, 7. And we've got a 2. Finally, something affordable. Okay. So 2. We'll go back to the D12. Okay, 1. So we're staying on 1, and we've got a 6. So we're over here. So that's a D12 roll. And we've got $4. So I'm just going to fill this in again real quick. I'll come back and make it pretty later. And we're saving for, yep. So I think I've got 16. And I do. So we'll take a 20. And yes, I could consolidate those 20s to a 50, but I'll worry about that later. Okay, D12 and a D6. 2 and 3. So we're just one page over. And 1, 2, 3. So we're rolling the D12 again. And we've got a 5 this time. So again, just quick and dirty here. I am really bad at coloring, especially when I'm in a hurry. So my apologies to all of the artists watching. Okay, 9 and 3. Don't think we've had 9 yet. Sagittarius. And 3 is going to be over here, so it's D12 roll. We've got a 1, so a cheap one for this roll. I'm just going to do this here. I will know to fill that in later. Let's see where we go next. 1. Oh no, dear. 5. 7, 6, 5. And 1, so we're doing a scratch. We'll roll the D8. 2, so it's 1, 2. Just so that we give the one in the bottom right corner a chance. When we're rolling a D8, there's 9 spaces. $2, and I've actually got enough for a 5, so I am going to consolidate those. So those all go back in there. We'll take out a 5. And now I am going to consolidate for a 50. So take this 50 out, and 50 over here, and we're off to the races. 9 and 1. Okay, so we're doing a scratch on the Sagittarius, and the number is number 7. 3, 6, 7, down here at the bottom. And we've got $6. Okay, 5, 6, and we're moving on. 5 and 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's a D8 roll. We're saving $3, 2, and 3. And I'll just color in this part over here, and I will come back to fill it in later. Okay, off we go. 1 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. D8 roll again. And it's an 8. So, just a little bit of it. And put this back and take 10 out. Ah, goodness. 5, 10. I'm just going to break here so the video doesn't get too long, and then we'll roll the D12 again. Be right back. I'm glad I decided to take that break. I apologize that I moved the book out of frame, so hopefully you've been able to keep up with what I've been doing. So we're back to the D12 and the D6. So 4 and 1, so it's a scratch. First one on the page for Cancer. And we're scratching number 1. And under number 1 for Cancer, we have $4. Okay. So take a 1 back, and we'll take out a 5. Should be getting close to, yep, I can get a 20. So let me do that real quick. I've made just a terrible mess over here, but it's okay. 20. All right, back to the D12. Oh, they bounced off each other. 7 and 4, so that's going to be a scratch. We'll get out the D8 and we'll see where we go. Number 3, 1, 2, 3. Could have rolled a D6 because I've done 3 scratches. And it's $1. Yay, we finally found a cheap one on a scratch. Okay. $1 single. We'll take that away. We'll roll them again. We'll see where we go. 11 and 2. So that is going to be a D8 roll on Aquarius. And it's $3. So we'll put 2 back and grab a 5. And I'll fill in 1 here, if I can find the pen. Just a little bit. Just enough to know that I've already played it. Okay, we're back to the D12, and where are we going next? Number 2, and a scratch. Taurus. And first scratch will be number 7, which is down here. And 7 is 7. So 5 and 7, and I am going to grab another 50 here. Put these 20s and 5s back. So that's the 50s out, so we're about halfway there. Almost halfway. Okay, 3 and 5. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's a D8 roll. $4. 2 and 4. And just a quick mark here. And we'll go back to the D12. 7 and a scratch. And I am going to roll a D6 this time to see which one we scratch, just because there's already 4 off the board. And we've got number 2. 1, 2. Okay. $6. The Libra is going to finish. Actually, take out 10. We'll put the 2 2s back. Libra's going to finish its scratches first, I think. Okay. Off we go. Oops, I rolled the wrong 2 dice. Hang on. Number 12, and that's a 2. So that's going to be another D8 roll. Pisces. First thing we've done on Pisces tonight. And we've got $6. I think that's our first 6 that we've rolled too. Okay. 5 and 6. We're back to the D12. Okay, 5, and we're on number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can never remember that 5 is the D8 roll, it seems. So, and we got a 5. Okay. So just a little mark there. 5, and we'll go back to the D12. 7 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a scratch. Of course it is, because it's Libra. Number 2. 1, 2. All the way down here for number 2. And behind number 2, we have $8. Okay. So do I have 2 that I can put in? No. But I can grab a 20 from these 5s, so we'll do that. And then we'll grab $8 more. So 5, 7, and 8. Okay. Make sure I move this up. I apologize. Keeps getting away from me. So we're rolling this and this. Number 1. And it is a D12 roll. Yay. Okay. And we're going to save $11. 5, 10, and 11. I'm just going to quickly mark this. Okay. What have we got over here? 2, 3, 5, 10, 15, 20. Perfect. Okay. Another 20 comes out. All these 5s go back, the 2 and the 1s. All right. Moving on. D12 and a D6. 8 and 3. 8. So it's another D12 roll. And we've got $9. 5, 7, 9. Okay. 5 and 2, so that's going to be a D8 roll. We got a 1. Hoping for some bigger numbers with the D8 and the D12. The D12 is delivering, but the D8, not so much. All right. Number 11 and 6, so that's going to be a D12 roll. 2. Well, no sooner do I say something than I get let down. Okay. Where to next? Number 6, and it's going to be a scratch. Virgo, first scratch for Virgo. So let's see where we go here. I didn't read that before it turned over. Number 2, right here. And Virgo has in store for us $5. Okay. Onward. So we've got number 5, and it's going to be a D12 roll, so that's just 1 over. Number 12, perfect. First D12 roll on this page, and it was a big kahuna. So I need $8, and then I can put in a 20. So 5, 7, 8, 20 comes out. Perfect. We are getting there. All right. In fact, I'm going to break one more time, just so that I don't run the video too long, and then we'll continue. Okay, I back and I push the book up again, so hopefully it stays there. Number 4 and number 4. So that's Cancer, and it's going to be a scratch. So we'll roll the D8, and it's number 8. Because we already scratched this, so 8's going to be down here. And we've got $6. So I'm going to put 4 back, and I'll grab a couple of 5s. All right. Next, number 2 and number 1. So another scratch. And that's an 8. So that'll be right here. No, it's going to be the last one. Shoot. Okay, well, I didn't scratch that too much, so that's okay. And goodness, of course, it's the 9. So, 9, 9, 9. 9 plus 15 is 24. So I'm going to put these back. I'll take out 24. Okay, onward. 1 and 2. So 1, 2, D8 roll. And that is a 4. 2 and 4. Back to the D12. 2 and 3. 2, 1, 2, 3, D12 roll. And we got an 8. So we'll take this back. And do I have 2 5s? I don't have 2 5s. But I'll take 2 5s. Because 8 plus 2 is 10. Where to next? Number 12, and it's going to be a scratch. Okay. Pisces. First scratch for Pisces. And we've got number 3. And that's going to be $8. Okay, so we're going to take 12 back, and we'll put in a 20. Perfect, that's our last 20. Okay, now we're cooking with gas. So we've got number 6, and it's going to be a D8 roll. Oh, goodness. All right, D8. We've got $3. I'll put the 2 back and take a 5. And I am just going to tidy this up a little bit because I'm not going any bigger than the 5s anymore. So all the 20s and 50s can kind of sit here on their own because they're going in. In fact, I'm going to put them over here. So they're in. All right. Okay, so now I need to mark off this symbol here. Just a little bit. Okay, so we're good there. Onward. Oh dear. D12 ran away. Number 9 and a scratch. 9 is Sagittarius, so this will be the second scratch for Sagittarius. Number 8, which is going to be all the way to the end. So we've already got a scratch here. And Sagittarius is going to be $3. Okay, so we'll put the 2 back. We'll take out a 5, and we will move on. 1. Oh, no, 6 and 1. 5, 6, scratch. On Virgo, number 3, 1, 2, 3. $2. Okay. 3 and 2. 3, 2, D8 roll. $6. 5, 6. And fill this in a little bit. Onward we go. Number 2 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So another D8 roll. $1. I'm thinking I should have done like a D12 and a D20. Get some higher numbers. So thank you for staying with me through all of this. I really do appreciate it. I try to make my savings challenges accessible to everybody. And part of the consequence of that is that when you need to put a lot of money away, you end up doing a lot of different rolls and whatnot. So this is a D12 roll. 8. So let's put 2 back and grab 2 5s. 1, 2. Only 2 5s left, so we are getting there. We'll mark another symbol here. Onward. 4 and 5. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. D8 roll. $2. So mark off part of it here. Take out a 2, and we'll move on. 12 and 4, so that's going to be a scratch. D8. Number 6. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's going to be 1. Oh, disappointing. I want the bigger numbers. Of course, I'll get the bigger numbers when I'm low on money, and then I'll probably end up with an IOU. So we've got 9, and we've got 3. So that's a D12 roll. Come on, D12. $12. Perfect. So that's the last 2 5s and a 2. And we'll make a mark here, and we'll see how much money we have left. So we've got 2, 4, 6, and a whole pile of 1s. I'm not going to count them all. So, okay, we're good for another roll at least, maybe 2 rolls, depending on what we get. 7 and 2. So, yes, we'll take another roll after this. So, first on Libra for a D8 roll. And $7. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 7. Back to the D12. We've got 10. 10. And we're doing a D8 roll again. $3. 1, 2, 3. Capricorn is my birth sign. I just had my birthday a couple of weeks ago. Okay, I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. I'm going to go one more time, and if I have an IOU, that's okay. I'll transfer extra money. So that was a 6 for number 5. So 6, of course, it's a D12 roll. Be kind, D12, be kind. $8. I might just have $8. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I am going to take $2 more. And I will make a note to myself to add $2 more. For this is Zodiac. And I'll know what that means. That means transfer it into your savings account. Instead of transferring 510, I'll transfer 512. Okay, and I need to mark that off here. And then I'm going to break for just a sec here, and I'll be back to consolidate. Okay, I'm back, and it's time to consolidate and stuff the envelope. So what I'm going to do, I only have one of my Blue Barracuda $100 placeholders left. So I will use another piece of this play money that's $100 to stuff the envelope. So I'm going to still consolidate those best I can. I think I should have $260 here because I grabbed 2 more and then there were 3 more that came in from General Greenback that were left over. But let's just see. So there's 51, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 37, 39, 41, 43, 45, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, and 60. Yes, $260. Okay, so I'm taking 100. I am going to take another 100. I've got a 50, and I've even got a 10 over here. Yep. And so all of this just goes back into my stash. This is empty. So all of this is going in the Zodiac envelope. I don't have a dashboard that comes with the savings challenge for this. I just printed an extra one off and made it. If you bought the Zodiac book, or if you are thinking of buying it and you would like a dashboard, either leave me a comment or better yet, send me a message through Etsy and I will see what I can do. I will make a printable one. I won't make one that will come printed because I won't have time to send it off to the printer, get it back, all through that. So at any rate, let's see what's already in here because I don't know. So it looks like we've got $14. So not a whole lot of consolidating. I'm going to swap these 10s for a 20. Give me that 20 back. Just one sec here. There's the 20. And I might as well swap these for a 2 as well. Because why not? There we go. All right. So now in this envelope, we've got $274. Fantastic start to a fantastic savings challenge book, if I do say so myself. Okay, so that's in the envelope. So all of the windfall money is stuffed. It is safely in the bank. Early next week, it will be on its way to my high yield savings account so that it starts earning interest the way that I need it to. And it'll put me closer to my goal of fully funding my emergency fund. So I hope that you'll come back for regular game night tomorrow. I'm sorry, not tomorrow. Well, yeah, tomorrow. You'll be seeing this on Sunday, and game night is Monday. So I will be playing those books again, but just once on each, more than likely. And then we'll be randomizing for a lot of the others. Of course, I'll play Millennial Loteria as well. In the meantime, I do want to say thank you once again for staying with me throughout the whole video and for celebrating my windfall with me. It wasn't the biggest ever. I mean, I didn't win the lottery, or I might have. That's another story. But I at least had some unexpected money, and I'm proud of myself for doing the right thing, for putting it into the bank, putting it toward my goal. And yeah, so again, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new, leave me a comment down below, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.